Yeah, so sad saying goodbye to my lovely room here. Yeah. Someone in a comment asked me about this mattress because in my last video here, I talked about how comfortable it was. And I peeled up the sheets, and this is a Sleepmate mattress. And it says Sleepmate of England or from England. And it looks genuine, so is Sleepmate a famous brand in England? I have no idea. I don't really care because it gets my seal of approval. One of the most comfortable beds I've ever slept in. And one funny thing about this room, a bizarre trivia note I wanted to mention before I leave, is that last time I was here, I talked about this green leaf program they have, where if you don't require them to make up your room, you take this green leaf, then you put it on the bed, which indicates to the hotel staff that you do not need the bed sheets changed that day. And of course that saves on water and soap and electricity. And obviously there's no need to wash the sheets every single day that you're staying at a hotel. So you take this green leaf and you put it on the bed. And I made a big deal about doing that. But on this trip, I realized the green leaf, it comes out. It's actually a separate piece of plastic. Check this out. So there's the sign, and then if you want to put the green leaf on your bed, that's what you do. You put the actual green leaf, you remove it from the sign, and you put the green leaf on the bed. You don't put the entire sign on the bed. Of course, it doesn't matter in the slightest, but I was just quite amused that I talked about this so much last visit, and I had no idea that the leaf itself actually comes right out of the sign. And on my trip here from Mesot, in the video and in my journal, I made a big deal about how poorly I packed, particularly my knapsack, because my passport and my phone and all my camera gear is in there, and I have to be able to get at it all day long in various situations. And I discovered that I had somehow packed so poorly that every time I needed to get something out of the bag, I just had a hard time doing it. So I spent some time and I reorganized my entire packing system. And I believe I have a very efficient, much better system going now. So I won't have as much trouble getting things out of that bag today. And I also did a lot of investigating into all the camera troubles I was having. The GoPro Hero 9 overheating like a crazy camera, just overheating all the time. And I think that's because I've been shooting in 4K, 50p, so I've reduced the resolution down to 2.7K today. And that's a bit of a troublesome resolution for reasons I won't talk about, but I'm gonna try 2.7K. If that doesn't work, I'll go down to 1080p, because I know I used to use 1080p all the time, and the GoPro Hero 9 and the Hero 7 never overheated. In the worst possible heat you can imagine, I was in Myanmar shooting for hours with the Hero 7, shooting in 1080p, and it got extremely hot, but it never shut down. But the Hero 9 has been shutting down constantly lately, and it's really annoying. So I'm going to lower the resolution, 2.7K to start, see if that takes care of the problem. And I figured out why the Hero 7 Black, the audio wasn't working. Turns out that was a problem with the microphone I was using. It had a TRS plug or TRRS. It had one of those, and that particular type would not work with the Hero 7 for whatever reason. I had to use the opposite. There's TRS and TRRS, and the Hero 7 will only work with one of those in terms of the microphones I have, and it won't work with the other. So I got that figured out. So if all the batteries die on the Hero 9, today I can switch to the Hero 7 and I can attach a microphone, and I'm good to go. So I think I have all my travel problems sorted out for today. We'll see. I'm sure I'll find new ones. But I'm only riding something like 80 kilometers. I'm going to go slow, so it'll take me probably 4 or 5 hours to get from here to Kamphaeng Phet. I'm not racing along. I'm just going to meander along beside the river, which I hope is equally meandering. Some pleasant scenery. And with all that babbling, that's it. My backpack is already strapped to my scooter. I'm ready to go. I just have to head down there, hop on the scooter and go. So let's go.